Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. Got another round of Grand Arena Championships for you. The 5v5, we're in the finals up against not too bad of a defense this time. I've got one GL showing up front, and it's Kylo, which never happens. People always seem to put their Rey, or maybe both, I don't know. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys the board here. Take a look at what he's set down on defense, and then I will show you my defenses since it's the third round, and I'll change them up for next week anyway. I'll go ahead and show you the bottom. We're going to start there anyway, since he's got Kylo showing and we want to take him out. And then look, he's got bounty hunters down there, just Bosk bounty hunters, all reliced up with Grief and Mando. So I'm excited that that's there. You'll see that next. But for now, let's go ahead and show you guys his Kylo. Let's show you what I use there. And it's going to be Jedi Knight Revan with Jedi Knight Luke. And if you guys aren't familiar with this, you can probably search any video now. And a lot of people are using this that have Luke on Kylo because it works pretty well. There's kind of a rhythm to it once you get going. And, you know, you pass the buffs over to Luke, buff him up with Master's Training, try to get Bastila's buffs on there. You got Old Ben for ability blocks and pushing back a little bit of turn meter. And then you've got that whole mass stun and everything. It's a pretty good counter once you get it all dialed in and ready. And I pretty much got it there. You just got to be careful. It will fail against a super, super high speed Kylo. There's one in my arena that's like 560 something Kylo. Like legit crazy. And he'll end up taking a turn in the middle of your whole process and just mess your world up. So most people don't have them like that. So do remember to check the speeds and don't just assume that your counter team is just going to work. But this one is just normal, how pretty much everyone has them. Decent speed, damage, whatever. Nothing super fancy. Now I just got to worry about taking out one of these tanks here, because you can strip the other one of the buffs eventually once you get Bastila's move, and then she'll strip the taunt. And then just whenever you get the chance, like right here, I've got Mark, throw that on Kylo and try to dogpile him. Get as many hits as you can in there when you can. It's all about sneaking in that extra bit of damage. You don't want him to go into his ultimate, because that can really mess this team up, and you'll start dropping like flies. So I got him into the yellow. Keep going to work on him, and look at that, took him right out. Now I just have crew to work with, so it's a chance to heal up, try to recover and get extra banner or so. And look at that, 59 banners against a GL. So I'm happy with that. That's great progress. Now we get to see something really fun. I know people are like, oh, GLs, but look at that. I get to dust off my Imp Troopers. I haven't gotten to use them in forever. So I've got them all Relic now. They're all Relic 3 or higher. And he's got Relic Bounty Hunters, Relic 7 Bosk, I don't know, 3s and 5s and whatnot. Everything Relic. But guess what? As long as your counter team is Relic, you know, on par with his team, it's going to work. And these guys definitely still do their job. They got the Relics where I need them. And look at that. They just take them out one by one. Keep gaining a bunch of turn meter. I kind of like it with the turn meter change they did. It seems like it just kind of stocks up, so you know they're going to be going next, you know. They get plenty of turn meter, and you just knock them down one by one. And that's it. Dengar's always the last one, and in this case, it's a Relic Dengar, but it doesn't even matter. 60 banners, and the new toys, Grief and Mando, didn't really save them. So there we go. We open up the back. I was kind of dreading seeing Rey back there, but she wasn't back there. It's just Mon Mothma and then a Kira team with Nest. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. I've got an idea of what I'm going to use to take those out, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the top. That way you can see what, you know, what he's got up there. And we'll go through them and I'll show you what happened. Okay, so up top here, it's nothing too fancy. Some basic Nightsisters. You've got GG with BB-8, and then you've got a new team with some Separatists, and then Shore Trooper in there as a tank. Usually people put Nest in with that team to try to make it a little bit harder, but he didn't put Nest in there. So it makes it actually even easier for me with Geos. Been saving Geos to handle new teams, and they're really good for any kind of, leftover B team, really. Probably use them to take out a couple different things. And like I said in one of my last videos, I've been putting some work into my Geos, and they're Relic 7, Relic 7, Relic 7, Relic 5, and Relic 4. So pretty decent relics. You can see that they just knock them down. I mean, you've got a couple left still stealth. Doesn't matter because the Geos are going to unstealth them and knock them out with the big hits. No worries at all. Look at that. I don't even know what what all these moves do, like the specials and all that. Okay, I like this middle button right here. I have no idea what that does, but it causes multiple Geos, to assist each other and do some damage. So it works, is good enough, And I do read the abilities, but for some reason it doesn't just stick with me and all that. Like, I just don't keep it and say, oh, this does this does that. Dude, they all cause each other to assist and do heavy damage. I know what the middle button does there. That was Spy's big hit. Didn't even need it, but 58 banners there. Happy with that. Now we're going to take out his Nightsisters. MT-led Nightsisters, no problem. I've got Padme here, and I've got GMY in there, and also Barriss. I think she's really key, though, for the heals, and you guys can watch this clip over and over if you want, and just see that GK ends up taking a huge beating, and he doesn't really die. I mean, I think he would if she wasn't in there providing all those passive heals. And so it's good to have that, and then also her big heal to be able to get rid of Plague if that ever lands on you. You really want to try and time those protection ups so that you don't have to worry about it to begin with, but sometimes there's really nothing you can do. And I've got Ahsoka in here. She's definitely key for all the dispels that she does. You want her to dispel that taunt on zombie, which she does quite often. So working on getting MT out here, try to do a kick and see if that would be enough damage to take her out. It was not. So now I was debating about doing a mass assist. And I decided to go ahead because that way it's for sure enough damage. So that's what I did. Here I didn't want to waste the heal just to get the assist. So I did a basic with Barriss. But the good thing is Yoda's got plenty of special moves. And every time he does one, he's going to call Ahsoka to assist. And he gets turns a lot. So that's why he makes a good addition to this team, especially for killing Nightsisters. I really like this. So Zombie gets taunt up quite often. But like I said, there went Yoda spreading buffs, and that called Ahsoka to dispel the taunt. Now I can focus on whoever I want. So I'm trying to go after Daka and get her out. That way I don't have to worry about her big revive and healing everybody and everything that she does. You want to knock out the revives first and then start working on the heals, because that will definitely drag the fight out longer than it needs to be. Look at that. Got her down into the red. Big hit from Yoda. There she goes. Now I only have to worry about her whenever they do their basics. Bring her back, call to assist from the grave, trying to get out Talzin. That way I don't have to worry about all her plague business. Do got to keep an eye on Grandmaster Yoda, though, because he is low health. Like, I think mine's Relic 7. And even though he's Relic 7, he just does not have a huge health pool. And they could take him out just if they hit him at the wrong time. So let's see, what are we doing? Keep working on Mother Talzin. Try and get her out of there. I had a good shot at Asajj right there, so I took it. I actually paid attention and looked at my stacks and said, this is enough to kill her. Let's go ahead and switch gears and take her out. Then I don't have to worry about her healing, and then her also dispelling my buffs. So I do think sometimes, I know people are like, what's this guy doing? I do pay attention every now and then. And look at that, 55 banners there. Now we're going to go after his Grievous squad with my own Nightsisters. He's got Grievous with BB-8 in there. And that's fine. That's one of the ones that you can take out with Nightsisters fairly easily. You can still lose if they decide they want to focus on Daka and stun her and, you know, do damage to her at the wrong time. So there is always a risk. It's never a guarantee. But, you know, it's a pretty good cheap counter for being able to take out a high relic, high damage team. So I like using them here whenever I get the chance. Again, you just got to mine Daka. Mine's Relic 7 with a crit avoidance arrow, modded for all health, and that's how she should be. Look, she did get stunned there, which you absolutely don't want to happen. But luckily, she's got other Nightsisters alive to help kind of cushion the blow, and they go after the others instead of focusing on her the whole time. Because if they focused on her, you would lose. I mean, there's nothing you can do. If she gets stunned at the wrong time and misses her chance to revive the squad, you're in trouble. And right there, she was able to revive the squad. So we're doing good. Just got to keep killing these guys off, you know, one by one. And that's what we're working on doing. Got rid of BB-8. So I'm just killing whoever I can. And unlike Jedi, you don't really have a set order where you got to focus on B2 and then, you know, go from there. I don't have to worry about that. It's just kill whoever you can kill. Try to get B2 as soon as you can. But don't worry if you can't get to them. And then you're going to end up with a lone Grievous last. So that's kind of how it works. And here I was thinking if there's anything else I could do. There really wasn't. So we just wait till Daka gets her revive back. And then once she gets that, we'll be able to bring the squad back. There we go. Everybody's revived. Just make sure they're all healthy as much as we can. And then it's all about stacking Plague on Grievous, trying to get a stun with Spirit there. And we did. And it's business as usual. Just keep going till he dies off or takes a turn and dies from Plague. 55 banners, pretty standard. And that wraps up the ground combat up top. And so we unlock the back, and he's got an Akbar fleet back there. So nothing too special there. Let's go ahead and kill off these last two ground squads. It'll be pretty easy. Then we'll force our way through the ships and call it a day. So this Mon Mothma squad, a lot of people are trying these out on defense. What you guys need to know, if you haven't gone up against one or you're not sure what to do, if you don't have the right team saved, you're screwed. So if you use the wrong counter and you just don't have, you know, certain key characters, you're going to be stuck because she'll end up reviving everybody. So if they have decent relics on this team, you're going to be in trouble. You got to watch out for that. So here I just took in my gas, and I actually did leave one of them off. I think Echo, just so I can get progress on the undermanned feat. I haven't really been paying attention to the feats, but it's nice to do it sometimes just whenever you get the chance. And I figured if Gas can't do it with 3 other clones instead of 4, I deserve to lose. So should be fine. Everything he kills stays dead, so that's the purpose of Gas lead. Otherwise, you could use something like Watt with the weapons tech and make sure that whoever they kill stays dead. Or, you know, Django if you kept your bounty hunters. So here's an example of Watt with the weapons tech, okay? I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to worry about all this scoundrel business with Vandor reviving anybody. So in order to just make sure that that's not even an issue, I got Watt in here with my CLS. And I could have just brought a regular CLS team, okay? But instead, I'll throw the weapons tech on Han, and now everything he kills is dead. So I just got to make sure that he kills it off, and Vandor's not going to be able to bring it back. And he's got his double tap, and he's got the single shot special that gives him another turn, basically. So as long as we got that, and he's gaining turn meter from the weapons tech, he's going to go a lot, and he should be able to get the killing blow on everybody. The only thing I got to watch out for is Nest. So that's just a question of timing. Wait for Nest to go, then get a big hit whenever I can. Try not to do too much damage. I guess this is where his Relic Stormtrooper Han comes in handy, because I actually don't want to kill him until I can line up Nest with a decent, hit. So here we go with Han. We'll go ahead and take shots at Nest, see what we can do. Get her down at least a little bit and see if I can do some damage, and then just go back to working on Han. Watt's not going to hurt anything, so I don't have to worry about him. I've got R2 there. He doesn't do a ton of damage, but I can use stealth that doesn't do any damage. And right here, I'm just trying to take my time, plan out my moves. Now that Chewie's stealth, he's not going to get countered. Now it's Han's turn. There we go. Look at that. Killed Nest. Now I can finish off Stormtrooper Han. And like I said, call it a day. That's all the ground squad's done. 58 banners there. So I didn't get stuck on Nest, which is a very real possibility, because it does happen to people. Let's go ahead and get through the ships. And like I said, it was just an Akbar fleet. He's got that new Rebel Y-Wing, but those aren't too special. They die off pretty quick. All I did was take my Negotiator against it, and I think I left off a reinforcement. I don't know. I didn't get to bring in Plo Koon to heal everybody up, so I only got 61 banners there. But look at that, 61 banners on that. Gave me 19-19 for a score. I think that's pretty good considering my opponent only set one GL, meaning he's going to have to use one on offense to kill one of mine, and that's crap banners. So if he even drops one battle, he's going to be stuck. And this was me doing battles at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So he hadn't gone yet, and I figured, screw it, I'll just go ahead and go. And he finally did go not too long after me, so check this out. He went, and he struggled. 18-28 to my 19-19, so he had quite a hard time. Let me show you guys my squads. I said I would, so let me show you what he hit. I had Grievous with Newt at the top. I had Kylo with Malik. I had Jango Bounty Hunters with Nest. And he had a little bit of trouble up top on my squads, and that's fine. I want, as long as one thing gets one hold, I'm happy. Well, if he struggles with multiple of those, hey, great for me. So that was the top front zone. Let me show you the bottom. And here's the bottom zone out front. I've got JTR with the bros, and then I've got my own GL Ray with just kind of leftover resistance and some tanks. And he looks like he struggled a couple times on that. In the back, I had basically nothing, just some leftover Jedi, and then I forget what else. I think Dooku and I don't know, some G12 stuff. Nothing fancy, because he needs to mess up front. There's no way he's going to mess up on my leftovers. So that was it. That's what gave him trouble and got me the win. So I went 3-0 this week. It's a good way to start off Grand Arena. And we'll catch you guys soon in the next week. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.